There's one aspect of the cost of living crisis that nobody talks about. The left only talk about the wealth gap, which is a big problem, and I have policies addressing that, but it's not the only factor. The right only talk about immigration, and I have policies addressing that too, but it's not the only factor. And the one thing that nobody really talks about is the fact that the central bank in every country are in charge of controlling inflation.
And the primary mechanism that they've been given by governments around the world
is increasing interest rates, which is crazy because not only does that reduce one part of the cost of living by increasing another aspect, it reduces the supply of credit, and that has other negative economic effects. And there are all kinds of other mechanisms that we could give to central banks easily to control inflation. We could give them the ability to charge corporations and extremely wealthy individuals for any kind of inflationary behaviour, and that would allow them to reduce inflation without relying on increasing interest rates. They could even be given the ability to look at which skilled visas are actually reducing the cost of living and which overall are actually increasing the cost of living, and regulate that. And this would allow them to reduce inflation and reduce interest rates at the same time. It would allow them to lower the inflation target because it would reduce the risks of doing that. And it would allow them to develop a cost of living index that's actually accurate, because the CPI doesn't apply the constant quality principle to housing. It doesn't include interest payments and so on. I'm running for state parliament, so you might think there's nothing I can do about that, but I can. I can use state parliament as a platform to call on the federal government to implement this kind of thing. And I can use it as a platform to support other independent candidates at the federal election who support this idea.
Authorised by Alec, Gargett, independent for Wade Electorate, City of Mitcham.